Welcome to our Final Fantasy 7 D20 campaign. Once again, Ian will be playing Cloud, and we'll be picking up from the destruction of Sector 7. We'll be starting right after the party of Tifa, Cloud, and Barrett have swung out of the destroyed area, which is we now call the Pancake Sector, to Sector 6. How do you feel about these events, Cloud?
My God, Pancake Sector. Ooh, that's a spicy name for it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so to catch everyone up with what happened last time, they went to a mansion run by a mafia guy named Don Corneo. He made a pun and then put them in a sewer. He like flipped the lever and they fell in, and they met this little guy here.
To be a sweetheart, ain't he?
He really was. He is a nice guy who was an experiment, supposedly.
God, that makes me much more concerned for what will probably happen to Aerith.
We're getting to that.
Yeah, okay.
So then they got a new summon materia, Shiva, from the mouth of this man's. Makes a lot of sense, I know.
Yeah,
Seemingly
spit it up like an owl poet.
very similar to each other.
Indeed.
Then the Sector 7 plate was dropped by Shinra to kill 6 people. It's a very good strategy to get rid of them. And
You
they
know,
they missed most of them. They missed most of them.
they didn't even get half. They got two of us, and the plate didn't kill us.
Yep. Cloud was able to get Jessie to leave in time, and so she may have escaped the plate fall. They also evacuated a lot of the sector into Sector 6. And then they swung out, hanging on to Barrett. Swinging
Like
out
an
of there.
absolute boss.
Exactly.
Also, what is every other picture on this page?
I don't know. I searched swinging out of Sector 7 with Barrett, and I got Donald Trump somehow.
Is Donald Trump Barrett confirmed?
But that was already canon. So oh, here's the picture I was actually looking for. Yeah, this is a very dramatic swing.
Everybody hug real close. We're getting out of here.
Yep, this is physics, everyone. This is how physics works now.
I'm pretty sure his arm would just like completely divorce his socket, but you know.
Okay. Before Sector 7 fell, they were able to get Aerith to go to Seventh Heaven and save Barrett's daughter Marlene, taking her to her mom's house.
Yeah, and then my good friend Aerith was captured and kidnapped to be experimented upon.
Yes,
And
Aerith was kidnapped by the Turks, and now Tifa, Barrett, and Cloud must rescue her from HQ.
I'm not having a heart attack flashback about this at all, and I'm not trying to rip and tear my way through Shima until they give her back.
It's Shinra.
Oh, Shinra, Shima, who cares? They're both corporate asses.
The three of you swing into Sector 6. Sector 6 is a lot more run down than Sector 7 used to be before it was destroyed. Behind you, you see a huge gout of flame spewing from this section of the city, which has just fallen. Yeah, it looks like everything was destroyed. In Sector 6, Barrett releases the wire that he swung out on, and the three of you are now standing in a broken down area of Sector 6. You can see a couple of businesses nearby you, most of which are run by the mob.
God, this place is awful.
Barrett clutches the bridge of his nose with his remaining hand. How did I let this happen? Biggs, Wedge, Jesse, all dead. They took everything from me. Again. What do you say?
I don't really know what to say to him.
Well, you gotta say something.
Yeah. Jesse might still be alive.
Tifa puts her hand on his shoulder. We have to keep moving, Barrett. Yeah, guess we do. Fight never ends. He turns around and begins following you, but you can tell that he's in a very bad mood.
So am I, so, okay.
Okay, what do you do?
We need to find some place to lie low for a minute, lick our wounds, make a plan.
Where's my daughter?
I can take you to her.
That's got to be our first priority. Let's go.
Alright, I'll start heading in that direction.
All right. You gain a love point with Barrett.
I mean, I have other reasons for going here. I think her mother might know who this Dr. Whoever is, but
And having more information about Aerith can't go wrong.
nope.
Okay. Not to mention Marlene might be a witness of the kidnapping.
That as well.
Okay. The three of you walk through Sector 6, seeing hundreds of Sector 7 people just trying to come to terms with what happened. Many are looking out over the burning landscape, lamenting the loss of their homes, businesses, and loved ones. How could this happen? You see a person crying. One person is just looking blankly out onto the wreckage.
I wish there was something I can do for them, but to be honest, there isn't much.
Leaning up against the side of the building with a large piece of shrapnel in her arm, you see Jessie.
I will approach her.
Oh, hey, Cloud. Looks like you made it out too, then.
Yes, we did.
Tifa kneels next to Jessie. Are you hurt? No. The giant metal thing in my arm? That's nothing.
Come with us. There's a place we can lie low for a moment.
Okay. She follows you guys.
And can I take a look at the metal piece in her arm? How
It would
bad
be
is it?
unwise to take it out, no matter how
I'm
bad.
not. I'm not going to take it out, but I do want to have an idea for what we need when we find a place to rest.
She's covering it with one of her arms to hide it from you.
Can I see? I'll adjust it towards her arm.
Wouldn't want you to get the wrong impression of me.
If we need to pick up medical supplies before we get to where we're going, I need to know.
I can take care of myself. We don't got time for that, Cloud. We got to get to my baby girl.
Fine. I'll
Marlene
start walking
alive?
quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
Blondie was able to get his friend to get her out. Glad to hear that. By the time I got there, Seventh Heaven was already looted. You see that Tifa looks very sad about hearing that.
I'm just going to start walking a little bit faster.
Okay. You guys walk past Don Corneo's mansion and past Wall Market, eventually arriving at the giant hole in the wall leading to Sector 5.
Awesome.
What do you do now?
I guess I'm going to walk to Ava's house.
Okay. Being in Sector 6 now, you can see the sky and that the sun is starting to set.
All right. Throughout this entire walk, I started walking more and more quickly. I just slowly speeding up.
You pass by the playground that you sat on top of with Aerith.
Okay.
How do you feel seeing it again, since nobody else in the party knows its significance to you?
I started walking even quicker, almost jogging at this point.
Okay. You guys quickly arrive at Aerith's mom's house and see the quaint little cottage, or like we said last time, actually the very large, quaint cottage.
The pretty massive cottage, actually. I'm gonna walk up and knock.
Barrett looks around in awe. Thought this place was too polluted for all this plant life. Tifa looks around as well. This is incredible.
I'm gonna walk up to the door and knock.
You see that the door bends inward slightly and is unlocked. Aerith's mom comes over to you. Oh, you're all right.
Yes,
I have bad news. Aerith has been kidnapped.
I know.
Is my baby girl safe? Do you mean Marlene? Mm-hmm. She's upstairs. Barrett rushes past her upstairs. That leaves you, Tifa, and Jesse talking to Aerith's mother.
You have any idea where they took her?
It's a bit of a long story. You should sit down. I can tend to your
I
wound as well, she points to Jesse.
with noticeable tension in my body, sit down.
Okay. Well, I mean, everybody's pretty tense.
Yeah, I know.
Right. You guys all sit down at this table. Barrett comes down with Marlene on his shoulder. Daddy, there was a scary noise. The whole thing fell. It looked like some people got hurt. Don't worry about that. You're safe now. He puts her down and she begins looking at some ducks.
Cool.
Barrett also sits down with you. Elmira makes you all lemonade and then locks the door again. You can also tell that she has been crying.
Okay.
It all started about 15 years ago. My husband was a soldier in Shinra, not a capital soldier, but a normal grunt. He was sent over to fight in the Wutai War. Do you know it? She points to you being a former soldier.
Do I?
You do. You know that the Wutai War was a war between the Shinra Corporation and its very last competitor in the world, Wutai, which they conquered.
I do.
I waited for him to come back at the train station every day, but he never returned. One day, when I was looking for him, I saw Aerith as a little girl with her mother. I saw her mother, well, collapse on the pavement face first, and I went over to see if they were all right. Aerith was crying, and the mother told me to come closer to her. I did, and she told me to take care of her daughter. I'm not sure exactly what was wrong with her. She seemed to have scars and even a number tattooed on her. I think it was 0. She told me that her name was Ifalna and that Shinra wanted her daughter for some kind of experiments. Aerith was only 5 or 6 at the time. Does this make sense at all to you?
Slightly. Not very
Tell me.
much. I've encountered many people with numbers tattooed on them. They all have Mako poisoning. Extreme amounts.
I think that's possible. This woman had very green eyes, and Aerith does as well, although I'm not sure if Mako poisoning can be passed down. Can it?
I don't know.
Anyway, I took Aerith in and tried to raise her as best I could. One day, she turned to me and she said, "Your husband has returned to the planet." I asked her what she meant, but she couldn't explain. Only a few hours later, I received a letter that he had been killed in action. After that, she started predicting more things. It was uncanny. She seemed to be able to appear at the right place at the right time to make some pretty unlikely things happen. You immediately think back to when Aerith appeared during your episode with Sephiroth after Mako Reactor 1.
I see.
She knew things that I hadn't taught her, that I don't think anyone could have taught her. They took her in for questioning a few times, but she was too smart for them, even as a kid. They couldn't get her to admit anything. When they brought her back, they told me that she'd be under house arrest for the time being. The years went by. I tried to comply, but you can't keep a teenage girl inside a house for years. So I turned a blind eye. I let her sneak out on her own, and I knew she could take care of herself. But then the trouble started. The Turks found out, and they started having her followed, started watching the house. It didn't stop her, but it made things harder. You met one of her watchers, didn't you, Cloud?
I did.
What was his name?
Well, you know,
Why was he doing that? What did he want?
I don't know. Something to do with her odd abilities.
Did she ever say anything to you about it or explain?
No. She did she did show some of her powers. She could talk to animals. Well, at least one of them.
I've always tried to understand my daughter better, but she's been secretive. She's a bit of an enigma to me. When I first took her in from her own mother, she described them as something called a cetra. I'm not exactly sure what that means. Have you heard that word before?
I don't think so.
You've never heard that word.
I have not.
It happened a few years ago. The Turks had been watching her for a while, and their leader came to our home. You know him?
I kind of tied in a grip on the edge of the table. Yes.
Tifa does the same. Sang. That bastard hits a girl for no reason. Jesse looks a bit confused. Yeah, he sounds pretty bad, I guess.
Yes.
He came to our home asking about something called the Promised Land. I told him I had no idea what he was talking about, and he said he needed to talk to my daughter. He asked Aerith a bunch of very strange questions, whether she ever heard voices in her dreams, if she knew anything about Mako energy or how it could be produced. She told me that, well, after he left, that is, she told me that Seng was bad and that he didn't understand what he was talking about. I got the impression she really did know the answers to his questions. But of course, I didn't force her to tell him. He was a very shady person. He asked her his most fervent and repeated question. He came back a few times over the years, and always this one: where is the Promised Land? But she never had an answer for him. He also wanted to know something about the life stream. I'm not sure what there really is to explain. It's simply the source of Mako energy. Any Shinra employee knows that, but he seemed to be obsessed with hearing it from her lips. But she would never say it.
She did say things about the life stream to me that I don't fully understand.
Then you've had the same experience I did with her. Even I got curious and tried to ask her about it a few times, but she only gave me vague responses. Eventually, Seng's interviews with her became even more strange. He would ask about scientific principles, Sephiroth, wars, historical events, things a child would have no knowledge of. To be honest with you, I think he already knew the answers to those questions. He just wanted to hear her say them. Again, I don't know why.
He was testing her, I think.
That makes sense. Seng tried to get her to come willingly to Shinra HQ, but she refused. They tried capturing her a few times, but she always got out of their way. And they couldn't just do it in broad daylight, since she's pretty well liked around here. So they sent people to tail her around, trying to find her alone or in our house. They got to the point where I didn't see my daughter very much. Then there was that day in the church with you, Cloud.
I remember.
I knew it was a bad idea for her to get involved with you people. How can you say that? We're trying to save the world.
There was hanging constellation. I did try and do as you asked.
She does not look comforted by that. I was thinking about forbidding her to go, but when my daughter says she knows what she's doing, I believe her. So I let her go with Cloud. regret that decision now. I wish she had never met you. How do you feel about that?
Saddened, mostly.
Yeah. But now you're my only hope. Is there any chance you can get Aerith back? I don't know what they'll do to her in that place. They're taking her to Shinra HQ, I'm sure of it.
I will get her back.
There's some scientist there who's obsessed with her, named Dr. Hojo.
I've heard the name. She will be returned to you.
I hope you're right. I have trouble trusting you, though. I don't know how much Shinra really got into your mind during the program that made you a soldier. My husband changed, and he wasn't even infused with anything after joining the military. And as for the rest of you, you're all known terrorists. All right, then you either work with terrorists or you don't get your daughter back. What's it gonna be? You already know my answer. I don't like you people, but I'll help. If there's anything I can do for you, let me know.
Do you know where she's been taken to? Shinra headquarters?
Yes, Shinra headquarters is in the center. Not in one of the plates, it's in the central spire. That's certainly where they've taken her. It's very secure, though.
Do you have any information on where we could get in?
She opens her mouth, but Cloud, instead of getting a headache, you actually feel a presence around you, and time stops. It's the replica of you again. Hey, Cloud. Hello.
What do you want?
Trying to help you, man. Think you could be a little more grateful? You remember when you were in training, right? First class? Think back to it.
I'll think back to it.
Remember the entrance you always used to take? You have a fragmentary memory of running up many flights of stairs to the 60th floor. You remember a phrase spoken by someone, though you're not sure who. 60th floor door is always unlocked. A lot easier to get in. Don't got to put your ID card. It's just faster.
I remember.
Yeah. You got to rescue Aerith, man.
I'm going to.
Of course you will. You're soldier first class, damn it. Isn't a force on Earth that can stop you. Show him what you're made out of. He pats you on the shoulder, and then disappears. And you are back in the present.
Okay. What does she say? Because it cut off mid-sentence.
She finishes her sentence. I'm not sure. Maybe you could try to forge identities? That could take some time, says
I
Barry.
know a way in.
You do? Says Diva.
Yes.
What the hell are you talking about?
I know a way
I knew
in.
he'd have a way in. Jesse pats you.
I look at her, I smile a little bit. Like, oh, I was not expecting any sort of stress relief at this moment.
You gain a point with Jesse.
There's a staircase on the 60th floor. The door's unlocked.
That's what I like to hear. Finally pulling your weight.
How are we gonna get to the central?
Whatever you do, you can't go today. It's nearly night, and all of you look pretty roughed up. No offense. She's right, Daddy.
We don't have. I really just. I don't really want to do this, but I know I can't keep going. I have level of exhaustion.
Tifa also pats you on the shoulder. We have to, Cloud. Even if you could keep going, the rest of us need a break. You look at Jesse's still bleeding arm. Barrett is covered in soot and ash from the fall of the plate. Tifa is covered in crocodile blood and broken scales. You also feel exhausted.
Literally.
Yeah. Ian has an exhaustion point right now from last session.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Fine.
Elmira, that's the name of Aerith's mother, takes it all up and gives each of you a room.
All right.
The sun is just setting, so you have some time before nightfall. So Ian has been bugging me. He's threatened to murder me if he doesn't get some downtime soon, so I have to do this. Now you have...
Whoa. Murder. I threatened to maim you, sir.
So, yep, you have some time before nightfall. Barrett, Jesse, Marlene, Elmira, Tifa, and Jesse. Did I mention Jesse?
Yes.
Jesse,
Jesse
Marlene, Tifa, Elmira, Barrett are all available to talk to and do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really leave the house, though, because your face is known by Shinra and you'll be picked up.
Could I order a pizza to the house?
Yeah, as long as you have Elmira get it.
How much does a pizza cost?
Elmira will pay for it.
Oh, really? Well, that's very nice of her. I will order a pizza.
How many do you want? Because if you order more than one, it's going to be suspicious.
I was only going to order one.
Okay, but that won't be enough to feed everyone.
It wasn't for everyone.
All right, Elmira hands you your pizza.
Thank you. I'm going to go find Jesse.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, you find Jesse. She's bandaging up her arm. Look at that. You gain 5 points with Jesse.
Jesus. Damn. Well worth the cost of the pie.
You sharing?
Of course. I will open up the pizza box that we can share.
All right, the two of you share a pizza.
How's your arm?
It's all right. Nothing hurts me.
I'm sure.
How are you?
I'm fine. How'd you end up joining Avalanche?
Oh, it's a long story.
I have a decent amount of pizza to take me through it.
Well, it's not super interesting. Basically, tried to be something I wasn't. So I ended up here. Gotta make your gil somehow. My dad works for Shinra.
What does your dad do?
He's an engineer, space program. It's really not that interesting, Cloud. Let's focus on the future.
You're done.
Basically, you need a higher amount of love points to get this information.
Yeah, I figured.
By the way, since you've not heard about it before,
Yeah.
Jesse's limit break is
Oh, really?
money shot, and it does double damage to the enemy, so it's a normal crit. However, her next one is bank shot.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the next one.
I don't know what it does.
I know,
yet.
yeah, I can't tell you what they do. So do you want to keep talking to Jesse or move on to another character?
Let's see, is there anything else I need to talk about Jesse with? What do you plan for the future after this?
Oh, me?
Yes.
I'm going to be rich and famous and settle down in a huge house. I'm going to have 2 dogs and a cat and a sled and a plane. I'll have servants to massage my feet, and I'll have an in-house mani-pedi place. I'll have a pizza
I
chef.
I have a quick flashback at the message of massage and Penny.
Oh yeah.
Very brief flashback.
Just you wait. I'm gonna be a household name.
I'm sure you will be.
Everyone's gonna know the name of Jesse Raspberry.
I now realize I never knew her last name.
You didn't know Wedge's last name either.
Wedge died. He's gone.
Or Biggs. Yeah. Does he have one?
I don't know. Does he? Your last name was Raspberry?
Yeah. What's wrong with that? You think Strife is so much cooler?
I shrug.
No way. Nobody likes Strife. Everyone likes raspberries. She winks.
Fair enough. Anyway. I'm gonna go see if the mom has anything alcoholic to drink, because I could use one.
She has some alcohol.
What she got?
She's got some beer.
I'll take a beer.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a couple sips, and then I have time to do the conversation I was hoping not to have.
Okay, so you want to go talk to Jesse again?
What? Wait, what conversation do you think I'm talking about?
I don't know. Just asking, man.
No, I'm gonna go talk to Tifa.
Okay. You go to Tifa's door.
I'll knock.
Tifa opens the door for you. What is it, Glad?
I need to ask you something.
Okay. Fire away.
Are we like in her room or am I out in the hall?
You can come into her room.
I'm gonna step in then.
Okay.
You seem to know a lot about my past.
Well, Cloud, we grew up together.
Yes, but you seem to be hiding details from me. I want to know why.
What do you think I'm hiding, Cloud? She looks kind of insulted.
When we were in the sewer, there was some information. I don't know what it was, but you are keeping me from it.
Maybe it's best not to think about that, Cloud. It seemed to stress you out a lot.
See,
It was just that you were thinking about being in Soldier. There's no need to dwell on that.
how did you come here, Tifa?
How did I come to Midgar?
Yes,
Well, it's a long story. She seems a little flustered by the question, weirdly.
I'd like to know.
There's just a lot of job opportunities, is all. Why are you so interested in this now? She's not wrong. There are a lot of job opportunities here.
You and me might be gone at any moment. I'd like to know.
Don't say that, Cloud. We'll get her out of there. We're going to rescue her.
I know we will. So what job did you take to bring you here?
Well, you know what my job is. I'm a bard. She kind of hesitates. Well, I guess not anymore.
Sorry.
My whole life was in that bar, Cloud. All my money, everything. That was my life. And now it's gone. I just can't believe it. Everything I worked for, just gone.
I didn't mean to bring it up.
It's fine.
Frank. I'll offer her the beer I've been sipping on.
She takes it You gain a love point with Tifa. After she finishes the drink, she begins sobbing and puts her head into your shoulder. What am I gonna do? I have nothing now.
I put an arm around her and just kind of let her sob it out.
All right. Tifa wants to be alone for a little while after that.
Fair enough.
Okay, so you got your choices now of Barrett, Marlene, and Elmira.
Let's go talk to Barrett. I haven't really talked to this guy about anything off the job, honestly.
All right. You go in and see that unlike everyone else in the house, he's all smiles, he seems happy, and he's rocking Marlene back and forth on a toy horse. Wee!
I maybe a little awkwardly just kind of stand there and watch the scene for a second. Like I don't really know how to process this for like a good free count.
You're gonna be a real equestrian one day. What's an equestrian, Dad? Person who rides a horse. You know, what you doing right now.
Do horses exist in this universe?
Yeah, they do. There's already
Oh,
been some horses. If you remember, the cart was being pulled by horses that had Tifa in it.
oh, yeah, yeah, okay. I,
Want something, Blondie?
yeah, I
How'd you
did.
get that big sword?
Oh, um, it was given to me.
By a soldier, says the voice.
It was given to me by a soldier.
Soldier? Stop trying to scare
Yes,
my kid, Cloud. What the hell's wrong with you?
I'm not. What? David, I was just answering her question.
I like swords. No, swords are bad. Don't be violent. Okay.
I look at you. Hmm. Listen to your father. He's trying to raise you right.
Yeah, trying to. What do you want? He stands up and comes over to you.
I wanted to see how you were doing.
Doing good? Taking care of Marlene. Push me. He goes back over and continues pushing her.
I watched the scene for another second before I talk again. I don't really know how to say this, but I guess thank you for seeing reason.
What are you talking about?
I didn't expect you to actually try and retreat.
Not like I wanted to.
I
Shinra
know,
took everything from me again.
I know. But we were alive.
Yeah, guess there's that.
Can I ask you a
Want to
question,
sit
Barrett?
down or something? You're just
Sure.
standing there, making me uncomfortable.
I'll kind of lean the sword against the wall and find a place to sit.
All right. How do you keep your hair so spiky? He uses gel.
How do I keep? Is that true? Do I gel this shit?
Tell Marlene. I'm all ears.
You know, that's a good question. I'm actually not sure how it stays that way.
It's Joe. Says Barrett dismissively.
It's not
Can I make
gel.
my hair look like that? If you want.
Yeah, you could get some gel.
I'm going to show you Marlene. This one.
Yeah, show me the kid.
Ta-da.
Yeah, we can spike your hair up real good. Hey, Barrett. I'll say as I'm saying there.
What?
What do you mean they took everything from you again?
Not going to talk about that story in front of my girl.
All you gotta know is Shinra will take everything from you. You give them an inch, they take your life away.
I'll nod.
So I made a new one in Sector 7. Then they took that too. There will be an avalanche of justice.
Don't say that, Dad. Avalanches are scary.
A wave of justice.
I'll leave you two alone.
Come on. You can help out here. Make yourself useful.
You can be the other horse.
Yeah, Cloud, you can be the other horse.
I look at this child. I look at them for like a good 2 seconds. And I just say, all right. I guess.
Marlene pretends to pull out a revolver. We're gonna
Oh
have
boy.
a horse duel.
Sure. I just stare. Okay, kid. Sure.
How do you play with Marlene? Like, what do you do with her?
Oh, that's a good question.
This will affect how many love points you get with Barrett.
I kind of just play into a fantasy world, try to avoid any violent or strange subjects.
You see that Barrett looks very pleased with this. You gain 5 points with him.
Woo! Question: by the end of this, what has been the storyline for Marlene's playtime? I guess. Just out of curiosity.
Cloud, the evil horse, wants to take over the kingdom of Marlenia, but Queen Marlene isn't gonna let him. Bang, bang.
Oh no.
Stop trying to take all the Mako, Cloud. Bang.
Oiled again. I retreated to the darkness.
Oh
Anyway.
man. Dad, why is Cloud so easy to defeat?
Because he messes up all the time. That's why.
Okay.
I don't understand, children.
That's what's so great about it.
Barrett pats her head. It's kind of weird seeing this guy who you've almost exclusively seen doing gratuitous violence being like super gentle with her. He's pretty good with her.
You know, I wouldn't have thought you'd be a good father.
Shows what you know.
Suppose it does. What time is it, by the way? In game.
Afternoon.
I thought it was like the sun was setting.
Yeah, afternoon. Evening.
Well, I have other things to do.
He
I'll see you two later.
he comes up to you before you leave.
Thanks for playing with Marlene. Appreciate it.
Don't worry about it.
The evil has been vanquished.
You kid. Alright.
All right, you leave. Where will you go now?
Can't go find Ava's mother. Might as well have a conversation with her. I've talked to everyone else.
Okay, you find Elmira.
What's she up to?
She is looking wistfully out the window. You can see that some of the flowers growing outside are starting to die, though it is not the season for them to start dying.
Oh boy. I'm gonna approach her.
What do you want?
I guess I wanted to apologize.
There's nothing to apologize for. What's done is done. Just get her back and we'll be even.
I will get her back.
She doesn't say anything to that.
May I ask a question?
What is it?
You ever heard the term ancient before?
Yes, Sang used to refer to her as that a lot.
Hey, Julian, is the Second flower she gave me still okay.
It's a little dry after like 3 days, but it's still a flower. It's a little decayed.
Okay, that I'm not gonna give that to her. I was considering it, but
Oh,
was this place always like this?
no, I didn't used to live here either. Used to live across town.
Do you come to be here?
It was funny. That was Aerith too. I sometimes should think she was the parent and I was the child.
Hmm.
I don't know how she found this place, but she did. It's funny, I passed by this area so many times. I never saw anything like this.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
I don't know. I was happy with my daughter the way she was. I didn't need to know where she came from or what Sang was referring to.
What do you plan to do after I bring her back?
I don't know. Even if you do get her back, it won't be for long. The Turks will come after her again, and maybe even Soldier. There's nothing I can do. But maybe a few more years of freedom. That's worth it, at least to me.
Oh, not.
And there's that little girl your friend has. She's really a delight.
She is.
Yes, very active imagination.
Yes, very active. I say, having just spent a good portion of time being an evil horse.
Not to
I kind
mention,
of.
I'll probably have to start paying you people off so you don't tell anyone where she is.
What are you talking about?
I don't know you people. You work with Avalanche. I'm sure your leader will want some sort of reward for this.
He won't.
Don't you people work with Wutai? I know how you think.
That's a lie.
You seem different. I believe you, Cloud, because you don't really seem like a soldier to me. Your head hurts a little bit,
If you say so.
but that Barrett, I think his name was, he seems like he's fooled himself into believing he's some kind of hero. He's better than Shinra, sure, but he's a terrorist.
I know.
A person doesn't get their arm replaced with a gun and still functions in normal society. I'm not sure how that little girl isn't terrified of him.
We should go see what they're doing now. Might change your perspective.
I'm not talking about his behavior. I mean, if I was a child and someone had a gun for an arm, that would be a little scary, don't you think?
I suppose you thought there was any chance they'd hurt you.
What if it misfires?
I suppose that is a possibility.
What if she slaps his arm and it goes off? It's a big red button around a kid.
I doubt it doesn't have a safety.
Seems dangerous to me. I wouldn't have a weapon like that around a child. I can't exactly pretend like I'm anyone to give parenting advice, though. My daughter's currently being held by Shinra,
That's not your fault.
but I couldn't prevent it either, now could I? I bet that Barrett could have protected her.
That's an impossible standard.
Still, it's the truth.
It's not.
It
You
is.
did what you could.
It is the truth, you understand that. Barrett has a gun for an arm. He would be better at fighting soldiers. That's the simple truth of it. I'm not trying to
Sure.
say anything more complicated than that, Cloud.
Sure. He probably would be better at fighting soldiers.
Do you think you could give me some time alone?
Of course.
Sorry.
It's fine. That was depressing. Moving on.
Roasted.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I think that's everybody. I'm gonna go to sleep because I have a point of exhaustion and I am tired / angry / sad.
Okay. The next day, you wake up feeling focused. When you get downstairs, everybody has all of their gear on already.
Are you ready to go?
Your duplicate appears for a second. Problem, Cloud. Got to bring something to your attention.
What's that?
Extra heat signatures will draw sensors. Can't bring more than 3 people up that staircase. Make sure to tell them that, okay?
Okay.
Compliments got to know your tactics, soldier. He disappears.
Only 3 of us can go. Any more heat signatures and it's gonna draw attention.
Everyone nods. Who will you decide to take? You can take 2 companions, so you'll have to leave 1 person behind.
I mean, here's the thing. I kind of want to bring the newbie, quote unquote, on a run, but this is an important one. So, also, Jesse just got a piece of shrapnel removed from her arm.
Also, Jesse is level 1.
Also, Jesse is level 1. So Tifa and Barrett.
Okay. Just restoring all their health.
Woo!
So go ahead and tell Jesse that she will not be coming.
Is she still wounded?
The wound looks mostly healed.
I'm taking. You stay here, Jesse.
Passed over for the mission again. All right.
Feel bad now.
Well, I mean, I think it's also just, better for the story.
Practicality.
No, I mean, better for the story because Tifa and Barrett know or have seen Aerith before, whereas Jesse has not.
Fair enough.
All right, let's get this done.
Mm-hmm.
Let's.
Okay. The 3 of you make your way towards the Spire, Shinra HQ.
Oh,
I'm going to show it to you. Intimidating structure, to be sure.
I mean, I feel like it has to be. Oh boy.
You see the front entrance, but you happen to know the exact location of the secret entrance.
Mm-hmm.
All right, lead the way.
I'll nod. I'll start reading.
You hear Tifa say under her breath, "We're coming, Aerith."
Hell yeah.
Okay. The 3 of you make your way quickly to a nondescript door. You see that there's a keypad. Barrett tries to open it immediately, but it doesn't budge.
Shit, the hell's the code?
8546. You hear the voice say.
8546.
He types it in and the door opens.
Huh. Guess having an ex-soldier helps out after all.
I'll nod.
Tifa looks uncomfortable.
I give her a look of like, it's like sympathy crossed with confusion. Because I still don't understand why this is so bad.
All right. You see that this door is on floor 1. As you remember, the door is on floor 60. There is not an elevator.
So, what floor are we going to again? 20? 30?
60.
Oh, God damn it, Cloud. You sure
Come
we
on.
can't just bust in the front way? Make for a good story.
No,
Why not?
we die.
You say so.
I do.
A weird response. Okay, everybody just kind of gives you a weird look at that.
Well,
I get going up the stairs.
All right, they follow behind you. 10 floors later. Oh, this is really a workout, says Tifa. What do you say?
I don't know. Am I tired?
You're not really feeling exerted yet.
Yes, it is.
You hear Barrett. You continue to climb the floors.
Yeah, I
Maybe
can't
we
carry
should-
both.
Maybe we should take a break. Can even say it's for me.
Very well.
You take a break.
Yeah.
What do
How
you
far up are
like?
we?
How do you? Because he said like you can even say it's for me. What do you? How do you say the break is happening?
How far up are we?
Floor 20.
Yeah, it's a good place to take a break. Sure, if you want.
I don't need a break.
He keeps going.
Alright. Oh my god. Okay.
Uh, uh,
Barrett, I think you need to take a break.
I'll take
No,
a
no, no.
break. No, I need a break.
couldn't hack it.
You're right, I couldn't. I say, try
Made
not
a
to roll
point
my
with
eyes.
Barrett.
Uh, uh, this is a. Oh man.
Even you're still starting to feel a little bit taxed.
I will let myself rest for a couple of minutes.
All right, you guys then begin going again. This time Barrett takes the lead.
Really?
Barrett, wow, you're doing so well, says Tifa.
We gotta keep moving. Oh, to keep moving.
Oh boy.
Don't overpush yourself.
Oh, don't worry about me.
I do not want to have to try and carry you up these stairs.
You couldn't carry me if you tried, jackass.
Exactly. So don't make me.
Tifa keeps an eye on him.
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking croak when you did 60 him.
As you get to floor 40, even you're starting to feel the burn. Oh man, says Tifa. This takes me back to when I was training under Zangan.
Who? Just question marks.
My martial arts master.
Hmm.
Barrett stops again.
Want to take a look at the view here?
Sure.
He looks at the steel wall.
Lots of engineering here.
Yeah, says Tifa. Even you have to stop.
I am going to stop then and let myself rest.
What do you say?
Real interesting engineering.
Sound more exasperated because you're out of breath.
Real interesting engineering.
Yeah. Tifa this time takes the lead. All right, guys, let's have this be our final push.
I'm pushing as hard as I can.
All right, let's go.
All right. As you reach floor 50, Cloud, your entire front of your shirt is just soaked. You've climbed 50 floors.
Oh, why even have a staircase this big?
What the hell? Stairs. God. God.
Maybe we can sing a shanty or something to help do the rhythm.
Another day. Another struggle. Climbing stairs is so much trouble.
Might as well join in.
Add a verse.
Wait, I need to add a verse.
Just to keep it going.
No. Jesus Christ, now I need to think of something.
Doesn't have to
Ah!
be good.
What's that?
Doesn't have to be good. It could just be a single thing.
54 is down, 10 to go.
Not much more to go, says Tifa.
Drum solo.
You all reach the landing on floor 60. Everybody is huffing.
Let's take a moment.
Everybody catches their breath.
Oh, can't wait to get to that door. Whoa. Never do this again.
This door better actually be unlocked.
It will be. It has to be.
Alright, we'll wait until everybody's caught their breath.
Everyone has got their breath.
I'm gonna try the door.
It's locked. There it screams.
I
Tifa
see.
just puts her hands in her face. Oh, no.
Well, looks like things have changed.
We're going down.
Barrett starts running down.
What the hell are we gonna do down, Barrett?
Yeah, this is a man who has been broken.
Where else are we gonna go, Barrett?
Why don't you say something in character?
Where else are we gonna go, Barrett?
We're going through the front entrance.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh, yeah? Because you was full of good ideas today.
Julian, is there any sort of detector on this door?
No, the door's locked. You can't get through it.
Can I just, it's a fucking door. Can I just like kick it in?
This is a heavy door. It's not.
How
gonna-
heavy? Okay.
It looks
Oh
like it's
my-
been. It looks like it's been sealed with cement.
Why?
You don't. Know.
Why?
You don't know. In fact, roll me perception.
Sure.
Another day, another struggle. Climbing stairs is so much trouble.
Perception, you said?
Yeah.
21.
You actually see through a little side of the door that it's been bricked.
It's bricked.
Barrett's already going down. Tifa follows.
I try and focus on a voice in my head so it can provide a fucking explanation, but I am just gonna
You can
follow
talk
them.
to it. What do you want to say to it?
How long ago has it been since this door was opened?
Sorry, man. I didn't know.
I guess I didn't either.
Yeah. We didn't know. You'll get it right next time. The soldier rolls with punches.
Any other way in that doesn't go through the front?
Cloud, who are you talking to?
Better not be talking to that door.
I'm gonna keep going.
All right. You guys arrive back at the first floor. Much easier than climbing up.
All right, we're going in there, guns blazing.
I still don't think.
Tifa grabs onto his arm. Barrett, no. We should just do a little bit of recon first. Figure out how we can get up to the lab or wherever they're holding her.
I am just gonna. I'm gonna kind of step away from them so I can talk to myself without them noticing.
Okay.
Is
What's
there
up,
another
Cloud?
way in? Is there another way in?
No.
No.
Sorry, Cloud. Looks like you're gonna have to soldier your way out of this one.
Is there anything we could use to our advantage going into front?
Hmm. You know, got a feeling things will just work out.
You do.
Yeah.
I'm just from where I am, can I see what the front entrance looks like?
It's a reception area. Looks pretty posh and fancy.
Can I see any defenses?
Yeah, there's a lot of drones and whatnot. There's a desk too where a receptionist is screening people.
I mean, here's the question. Even if we did like get past the front, couldn't they just walk down the building and seal us in somewhere?
Come on, man. We can do this. Listen, just go with the flow. You feel a rising sensation in you of power. Do you give into it?
Sure, I'll ride this flow.
You feel almost like you're floating when this is happening. Tifa looks at you. Cloud? You pull a pair of sunglasses from somewhere and put them on.
Yes.
Let's do this, soldier style.
Oh boy. I'm not in control of this, so it's fine, baby.
What do you mean, soldier style?
What the hell are you talking about, Cloud?
Don't worry, guys. I got it handled. You walk into the building feeling not at all like yourself. It's a little scary.
Yeah, this is terrifying.
You see the receptionist sees you walk in. Hello, sir. Can I help you? Certainly can, little lady. I need to get up to the 60th floor. Oh, well, here you are, sir. She
What?
hands you 3 elevator passes. And thank you for your service and soldier. No problemo.
What? I could have just fucking asked? Why didn't you
feel-
just say that, boys?
The charisma was definitely part of it. The feeling
Okay.
disappears and you are once again in control. It did not feel pleasant. You do not want to do that again. In fact,
I don't want to talk about it.
it kind of felt alienating and a little.
I'm gonna answer no questions about this. In fact, I didn't even know what happened. Okay, let's go.
You're not going to say thank you?
Thanks. Don't do that again.
Don't worry, Cloud.
All right, let's go.
Barrett's like,
Shit, Cloud, good job.
Mm-hmm.
Tifa's like, huh. That was all right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sir, the receptionist says,
Yes.
you have a call waiting for you?
Oh. Ah. Where do I take the call?
He holds up a phone that you're supposed to come to.
I will go and listen.
All right. Hello there. I need to see you immediately. Come to my office.
Can I know who I'm speaking to?
I recognize that you're part of the janitorial staff. Well, I have to say there's been an avalanche papers in my room. It's a mess.
I see.
Please come up here at once.
Be there right away.
All right. She puts the phone down again. Sorry about that, sir. Please enjoy your stay.
Will do. All right, let's go to that guy's room.
Okay. You go into the elevator, and the pass allows you to access the buttons.
Awesome.
They automatically, it seems, the cards have been prepared for you. Take you up to floor 49.
Cool.
You step out into an array of offices.
All right.
What do you say on the phone, Cloud?
That there was an avalanche of papers to pick up.
Why would he say that? What does he mean?
I look at him.
Like, no, I get the reference, but like,
Probably means he has some information for us.
You think he's working with us?
Seems like it.
I don't know who he is.
Neither do I.
Well, it's our only lead. We have to try.
All right, let's go.
Okay. There is a number on your elevator passes, and you can see that there's an office with that same number.
Seems like the right one.
Okay. You are now in front of the office with that number.
I'll knock.
Somebody opens the door for you. You can see that it's an old man with a sharp beard.
Hello, hello, come in.
He ushers you in.
I'll step in.
All right.
Please, have a seat.
Might as well.
He sits down across from you.
Okay.
What do you say?
So you want to see us? Why?
He goes over and locks the door. I am a member of Avalanche.
What?
That's right. Did you ever wonder how you got into Mako Reactor 1 so easily? I disabled many of the defense systems.
I didn't recruit you.
I'm part of a different cell.
Huh. You had a man on the inside the whole time?
That's right. How do you react to this knowledge cloud?
Well, first of all, I don't think I knew that there were other cells of Avalanche, so that's a shock. Secondly, I guess I'm surprised, but also like, wow, all right, man, hell yeah. Wow.
So now my question for you. Why are you here?
One of our friends was captured. We're here to free her.
I see. Do you happen to know who might have been assigned to your friend? Which department or an individual?
I do. What was the doctor's name again, Julian?
Dr. Hojo.
Dr. Hojo.
Oh, that's quite serious.
Well, all right then.
It is.
Here's the problem. Getting access to those floors is nearly impossible. They don't allow elevator passes to even go there anymore, ever since the incident. Now, there used to be a back way through the 60th floor. You see Barrett's blood pressure start boiling, veins stand out on his head. But it's been sealed for years, so don't even try.
We know.
Be aware.
Oh, you didn't.
Let's move on.
Well, anyway, the only way in there now is through the vents, but they got wise to that trick a long time ago. Only part of the building which they haven't renovated is the museum. On floor 59. If you can get into the vents there at the end of the museum exhibit, then you can get through the vents and perhaps find your friend. Though I'm not guaranteeing it. You'll have to navigate a maze of ventilation shafts.
All right. Blueprints. Any information you can give us on them?
I can't give you much. Just go through the museum and try to find your way up.
All right.
Might I ask where your Avalanche badges are?
I work at Barrett.
We don't have them.
Did you lose them or something?
No, we don't have them.
All right then. I haven't heard of your cell before, at least before the Mako reactor.
Long story. So the vents at the end of the museum then?
That's right. Good luck.
I'm learning things. I guess we're going to the museum.
What do you do?
I mean, can't we just use the elevator to get there?
Yeah, I just want to know what you do. If you wanted to talk to the guy again or do something else.
I think I'm gonna talk to Barrett after we're outside of his office.
Okay. You guys are walking towards the elevator.
What's that about?
Nothing. Tell you about it later.
All right. Side quest added. Ask Barrett later.
All right. You guys enter the elevator and Tifa presses 59. You arrive at floor 59. Ding. Welcome to the Shinra Museum. Your tour will begin as soon as you step out of the elevator.
This shit.
Oh no, then let's step out elevator and begin the tour.
The Shinra Company has been around for almost 200 years. You hear some happy fanfare play. Brr, 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 brr.
Oh boy.
Under the guidance of Shinra's CEO family, the Shinras, a spotlight comes down on a solid 24 gold carat statue of President Rufus Shinra Sr. In it, he's very dramatically posed. He's going like this, and then with his other hand, he has a pistol.
Oh my god.
To learn more about the current leaders of the Shinra Corporation, please turn left. If you'd like to learn more about our origins and the beginnings of the Shinra Corporation, please take the right path.
Left.
Okay. They follow you left. Okay. The first exhibit you see is on weapons development. The current head of our illustrious weapons development facility, which keeps the citizens of Midgar safe, is Scarlet. You see a statue in silver of Scarlet.
Wow.
She's holding a rifle and looks like she's just, it looks like it's adapted from a photo where she just like shot someone.
Oh my god.
It describes how Scarlet was born to a rich family and the mysterious disappearances of the older members who were heirs to her father's fortune.
Ah, I see. So she was a murderer before she even joined.
The mysterious disappearance of her husband, as well as the mysterious disappearances of all of the court cases against her from those who looked into those mysterious disappearances.
Oh my god.
Scarlet, our great and knowledgeable weapons research development leader, is always working on new ways to defend the people of Midgar. Her newest triumph, the Junin Cannon. You see a diagram of a absolutely massive Mako cannon.
Compensated for something.
I just gotta stare at the kid and like, maybe.
All right. In the next one, our urban development leader, Reeve. Reeve has worked tirelessly for many years to support our educational and infrastructural systems within Midgar. You see diagrams of train railways, roads, and other kind of boring stuff, schoolhouses. He does not have a statue, but he does have a hologram.
Wonder why he doesn't have a statue.
Yeah, a little weird. He looks like this in the hologram.
Anyway, show me leads. Oh my god. Honestly, he kind of just looks like corporate scum, so okay.
Next, you come to Hojo.
Ah, yes, the man I'm going to brutalize if he so much as touches Arif, like, at all.
Dr. Hojo, known as the foremost scientist of the Shinra Corporation, responsible for creating Soldier, as well as many other scientific miracles, a specialist in the Cetra and Ancients, as well as Mako energy. You see many cataloged samples recording ancient biology and the methods of harnessing Mako energy.
Okay.
There's also a statue of him.
Yes, yes. Show me my enemy.
You can see that in the statue he is laughing.
Oh my god, he looks like a psycho too.
In the next room, you see Palmer.
Oh yeah, Palmer. Palmer.
Palmer Shinra, leader of the Space Exploration Division, also known as the Space Program. Palmer is responsible for the creation of rockets and the exploration of extraterrestrial space. You can see a couple of diagrams of spaceships, rockets, landing zones.
He's also horrible at catching bees.
The last, or the second to last room you enter. Next, you see Heidegger, leader of the armed forces of Shinra, responsible for the victory during the Wutai War, as well as defending the city of Midgar from any who would try to tear it down. And here's his statue.
He looks like Elder Maxim.
He really does. I don't know, to me,
My
he always looks like if Scar fused with Mufasa and then became human.
Oh boy. Honestly, he looks like the kind of guy that's gonna be like genocide and then just kind of laugh. So you know.
I just love his amazing double-breasted coat. It's so extra.
Yeah, dude, this guy, impeccable fashion sense. Red tie with a stud, black shirt, double coat, covered in what seems to be pointless buttons. My God, what a
I kind of want
man.
that coat, though, to be honest with you.
Honestly, I'd wear it all the time. You're meant to think that I own an important business if I wear this coat, though.
They probably think you're a supervillain.
That's fine. I'm okay with being a supervillain for style.
Anyway, there's a bunch of diagrams of tactical stuff, as well as records of great victories and effective use of military technologies, as well as a picture of him with his arm around Sephiroth. Sephiroth's kind of giving him this look.
Oh boy. What makes you think that he has like put some kind of armor in that coat? He says it's like the coolest stuff, but it's like
Still on the
not.
coat.
Yeah, I'm still on the coat.
We're moving on. All right.
Okay, fine. Guess we don't
last
want another
room.
wine and peas scenario.
You see another golden statue of President Rufus Shinra Sr.
Oh my God, he got two?
Oh, yeah.
He has two of them.
Oh, yeah. You can never have too many.
Old statues.
Ta-da.
Oh my God. Two of them. Two.
President Shinra, leader of the Shinra Corporation, and one of the highest IQ people in the known world. President Shinra is the mastermind behind Midgar's urbanization and industrialization. He is also responsible for the recent destruction of Avalanche.
Might want to revise your report, as we here right now.
You see many different gold things around this room.
Do you feel like he himself mandated that a bit about his IQ?
Oh yeah.
Definitely. Says Tifa. From insulting Shinra High Command, you gain a love point with Barrett.
Woo!
You just send him home.
Damn, that's easy, to be honest. Just, man.
And he's still the lowest of the entire party.
Hey, what the hell is he at?
Oh no, he's the second lowest behind. He's only above Jesse.
Damn, baby, you're only above the side character.
And is he above Aerith now? He is equal with Aerith.
Wow. I guess, hang out with a man's daughter and insult his enemies, and that's all you need, really.
Yeah, I mean, he really likes people who treat his daughter well. He cares about his daughter a lot.
Fair enough,
And you didn't have to do that, too. And it was very sweet. Okay. So, after that, you have the option to go down the other path to get more lore if you'd like, or you can continue on to the vent.
I kind of want to go down the other path just to check if I get material out of this.
Okay, yeah, it's a good thing to do.
Yep.
You go down the other pathway. You see a diagram of the world. This is your first time seeing a world map in a long time.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, when you have point up that world map, I'm going to continue on my conquest here. Why do I feel like that coat ends very dramatically, but we can't see it? Like at the waist? I feel like it either has tails or it puffs. Damn it. Okay. Huh. Why do I have the feeling that this world has been modified a lot?
Like by the creators of the game, you mean?
Not even by well, maybe by the creators of the game, but also like in lore, mountain ranges. I don't know. The mountain ranges are too uniform, but that just might be perspective.
Just be the art style too of this map.
Okay.
Anyway, there's a map of the world. Please put on these virtual reality viewers to partake in the experience.
Well, when in Rome, I'll put them on.
Barrett begrudgingly does so, as well as Tifa. You are soaring over the different continents, which are named the Eastern Continent, the Western Continent, and the Northern Continent.
Man, you don't say.
Shinra is just a new part of a long timeline of the planet. All began with the ancient race. The ancients could commune with the planet itself, drawing Mako energy out of it to use to help their own people. It shows some stereotypical looking old like wizard men with staves who are like casting spells.
Interesting.
But in time, the ancients lacked respect for the planet. They were not able to stop themselves from going extinct over a long period of time. After they were nearly extinct, they came to call themselves the Cetra. Those who still survived were those who were most loyal to the planet, of course. Those who were less loyal eventually gave rise to humanity. Shinra saw this sad state of affairs, how humans had lost their powers due to the mistakes of many generations ago. And Shinra decided to do something about it. Dun, 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 dun.
Boy. Well, honestly, this is good information, assuming any of it is true at all.
The Shinra Corporation has decided to return this power to man by harnessing the power of Mako through machines. Humans, of course, cannot naturally do magic, but through different electrical production machines, reactors, and other forms of technology, we can emulate the power of the ancients. It shows the old wizard man shooting a firebolt, and then the giant Junin cannon shooting a beam of energy.
Definitely compensating for something.
Shinra's eventual goal is to locate the Promised Land, the source of infinite Mako once populated by the Cetra and Ancients. When Shinra is able to find this area, energy will be made free. All citizens will live in a post-scarcity utopia. This is Shinra's dream, to create a utopian world in which all people can live without worry.
That's bullshit.
Says Barrett.
Agreed.
They're gonna use that energy to conquer the world.
And still charge us for us afterwards.
Got that right.
Your elevator pass is scanned. Access granted. Shinra's
Okay.
eventual goal, after creating this post-scarcity utopia, is to found the new city of Neo Midgar upon the lands of the Promised Land. Personnel over level 5 will be transported to this new city in paradise. All right. The presentation ends.
Well,
Thank you for viewing the Shinra History Experience. Please have a nice day.
We will.
well done. All right.
So that must be why they want Aerith.
Seems like it.
They want to find the Promised Land.
And I think she knows where it is.
You think she does?
I don't know.
I don't think so. Why would she be here if she knew where it was?
Why would the ancients go extinct if there was a promised land of infinite power?
I don't know. Maybe they got eaten by dinosaurs.
Maybe. Well, let's go.
All right. You see a large ventilation shaft here, which, as your contact said, has not been properly barricaded.
Let's get in there.
Gotta get in there.
All
I
right.
gotta get in there.
Okay. Barrett removes the front plate. He ushers you in.
I'll go in.
All right. Tifa crawls in behind you, and then Barrett.
Woo!
Lead the way, Cloud.
All right, time to navigate this vent. Remember, we need to go up.
Okay. You find your way up. It's dark, but it's not so dark that you can't see anything, and you begin to climb up.
Okay.
A lot better than those stairs.
Agreed.
You begin to hear a voice, not in your head, like far away. Call me.
I'm gonna try and focus, see if I can identify where it's coming from or what it is.
As you continue going up, you can hear it more clearly. Yes,
Okay.
Yes. Let's call this meeting to order. Holy shit. That's President Shinra. They have a
Yeah.
meeting or something.
Seems like it.
You can see that, or now you can hear where the voice is coming from. It's coming from a left passageway.
Let's listen. See if we can find out anything.
Do you follow the voice?
Yeah.
Okay. You turn left and crawl over to an opening in the vent in which you see a richly decorated meeting room with the entire Shinra High Command, other than Dr. Hojo.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
You see Reeve sitting in one of the chairs. Yes, I'd just like to go over the budget. What is this Junin cannon? How are we supposed to build any new schools if you keep spending money this way? Scarlet looks at him. And what are you going to do about it, Reeve? General Heidegger looks over.
Exactly, Reeve. What are you going to do about it? We were just being men of action while you were thinking about schools.
Scarlet laughs with him. Ah, ha, 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 ha. President Shinra pipes up.
Please, this meeting is supposed to be about a variety of topics, not just about Reeve's proclivities for the common folk.
We're supposed to be serving the common folk.
Is that what you believe? I do enjoy employing you, Reeve. Your opinions are so entertaining.
Reeve looks dejected.
I make a note of this Reeve character. He seems like he actually could be turned against the rest, which would be good.
On to the next matter, I suppose. The dropping of the Sector 7 plate. I am in charge of urban development, and I'm hearing about this today. Whose plan was this?
It was mine, of course, Reeve,
Says Heidegger. Why was I not at least consulted?
I think you know why, Reeve.
How am I supposed to plan around you destroying an entire section of the city? That's insane. Do you not understand that? President Shinra looks him over. He seems to be amused by this.
Reeve, let me ask you something. If we were to say, send in troops to look for these people, you think we would find all of them?
No, but you might be able to.
Exactly. We live in a world of absolutes, Reeve. I will tolerate no inconsistencies in my rule. Our authority must be complete over Midgard.
Sir, I just don't understand why you're doing this. If we're moving all the people to Neo Midgar soon anyway, then what does it matter?
Right. All the people, of course.
Well, I guess I'm not going to get a straight answer there anyway. And Palmer is late once again. Does anyone know where he is?
He went out to grab a bite.
This is a budget meeting. He can't not be here.
My cousin was hungry. He'll be here when he's good and ready.
Probably at the Honeybee Inn again.
What did you say?
Nothing. Heidegger, I think you had a report to give the president.
That's right, Reeve. I have good news. The public has bought our Wutai conspiracy theory. They all believe that Avalanche is an ally of Wutai. I am most pleased to hear that, Heidegger. Those bastards,
says Barrett.
I can't say anything. We're like 10 feet away in a vent. They might hear us.
They won't hear you. You can say stuff.
Okay. I wonder if that's true.
We're not working with Wutai. What do you mean?
No, I wonder if everybody's bought it.
Think Elmira did.
Yes, but there's a bunch of survivors from Sector 7 who saw Shinra helicopters drop the plate on them.
You right. Might be able to recruit them into Avalanche.
Something to look into.
I'm not sure about that, Barrett. We might want to wait and let them get their bearings.
Ain't no time for that. World's dying.
So we really don't know where Palmer is. He's just not going to be here. What should I do about the space program budget? Why did you even put me in charge of the budget if you're not going to tell me where anyone is?
Reeve, I need you to contain yourself. Palmer will be here when he's ready.
When is that? The door suddenly opens and Palmer comes in. You can see that he is trembling and holding a broken teacup. He looks like he's seen a ghost.
What?
Everyone looks at him weirdly as he sits down. They continue the meeting for a while, just discussing budgetary concerns until Reeve says, "Are you okay, Palmer?"
I saw him.
President Shinra turns to him.
What are you getting at, brother? I saw him. Who did you see? Sephiroth. I saw him.
What?
Sephiroth.
No.
Sephiroth's been dead for over 5 years, Palmer. Just what are you talking about? I swear, brother, I saw him. I was walking down the hallway. He was closer to me than you are now. And I remember how he said it as he was passing by. Follow the blood. Everyone is silent for a second.
We need to go find Aerith now.
Everyone starts laughing. Palmer, you did always have an overactive imagination. Barrett starts shimmying backwards out of the vent.
Yep.
Before you have a chance to, however, you see the door open once again. Ah, Dr. Hojo, good to see you, finally out of your lab. Yes, Reeve. I was only too happy to come and make my report to President Shinra.
Oh no.
You may want to stay and see him.
Yeah, okay.
Barrett comes back to also watch. So, you expected me, President Shinra? Yes, Dr. Hojo. I would like a report on the extraction procedure with the Cetra female. Oh, I would be only too happy to report on it, Mr. President. He sits down with the others. You see, I have been trying very hard to extract the information from the Cetra female, but she is innocent and naive. I don't want to break her. I'll be as gentle as I can be. And what about Subject 13? Oh, yes. The plan with the two of them is going swimmingly. I suspect the two of them will be mated any hour now. I am most pleased to hear that, Dr. Hojo. And are you certain that this Cetra will not escape like the last one? Oh, don't worry, sir. The 60th floor door has been sealed for years. Barrett starts cursing under his breath. God. The next stage of the procedure will be to breed her with another soldier, just in case we need a spare, you see. Even some of the people at the table look a little disgusted by this. I suspect that the information about the Promised Land will be extracted by next week, perhaps? Good, Hojo. Reeve, begin making preparations for Neo Midgar. What sort of transports will we be using for the general populace? Leave that to Scarlet. Scarlet laughs again. Ah, ha, 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 ha.
We need to go now.
Reeve starts sweating. All right. After that, they begin talking about matters that do not interest you.
Yeah, we need to get to the 6th floor real quick, because what the fuck?
As you were leaving, you hear Dr. Hojo say, you hear the president ask him, so a week then, do you think you can make that process any faster, Dr. Hojo? Well, that all depends on how long I have to sit here and justify my methods to a bunch of Neanderthals. Very well, Hojo. This meeting is wrapped. Okay. What do you do?
We're gonna very quickly try and get to the 60th floor so that we can get there before this maniac does some shit.
Okay. Barrett stops you. Wait, Cloud.
What?
Follow him.
Good idea. Can we follow him through the vents?
There's
I was
there's little vents through so you can see him.
okay. Let's follow him through the vents.
All right. Hojo leaves the room and you begin tailing him through the vents. And that is where we will leave it for tonight.
Wow. These people are fucked up. Except for like that Leeds guy, and he's like, only marginally better because he still endorses this shit.
Does he?
Somewhat. He doesn't stop it.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Thank you everybody for watching. This is a pretty crazy episode. We're starting to get to the end of book 1.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say about this chaotic session?
My God. Why do people I know keep getting kidnapped? And there's always this kind of bullshit too. Why?
Okay. Next time, they will have to do the daring rescue from Hojo's lab. Will they succeed? We'll just have to see. I don't know. What's going to happen? I don't know. I'm just along for the ride.